It's probably come to your attention by now that Prince William and Prince Harry are in a bit of a brotherly spat, and things between the two just don't seem to be getting any better. They've been feuding behind closed doors since 2018. However, the full extent of the rift was not made public until the Duke and Duchess of Sussex aired years of grievances in a tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021.
You've said some pretty shocking things here. Wait, hold up, wait a minute.
Not to mention the recent release of Harry's memoir Spare, which accused William of physically attacking him. Once thick as thieves, now their relationship shattered. But how did we get here? In November 2018, it emerged that during perhaps a not-so-festive Christmas of 2017, Harry had told Will he wasn't doing enough to include Meghan in the royal family. Fast forward to 1 month later, a video surfaced which royalists then claimed it showed William giving Meghan the cold shoulder, fans believing he was far more interested in his scarf than he was of Meghan. With Harry naturally being protective of Meghan, speculation amongst royal revellers was that this could be causing further tension between the brothers. October 2019. Otherwise known as the month Prince Harry admitted there was, in fact, a royal rift.
There's been a lot of talk in the press about rifts with your brother. How much of that is true?
Part of this role and part of this job and this family being under the pressure that it's under, inevitably, stuff happens. But look, we're brothers. We'll always be brothers. We're certainly on different paths at the moment, but I will always be there for him, and as I know, he'll always be there for me.
With a new year brings new beginnings. Or not so much for these two, because in January 2020, the drama appeared to continue. As the Sussexes announced they'd be stepping back from their royal duties, we saw William and Harry take a further step back from their relationship.
For Buckingham Palace to release the statement that they did almost 2 hours later, saying that it was complicated, shows you just how far apart the Sussexes now are in their thinking from the rest of the royal household.
But the brothers tried to insinuate things were amicable, issuing this joint statement. Then there was the huge announcement of the Sussexes' new and impending Netflix docu-series, which evidently ruffled a few feathers.
It's really hard to look back on it now and go, what on earth happened?
You hear that? That is the sound of hearts breaking all around the world.
She's becoming a royal rock star.
And according to The Sun, Prince William was especially unhappy, quoting he was livid over the multi-million-dollar deal.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Now we arrive at the jaw-dropping tell-all interview between Meghan, Harry and Oprah, which was a particularly poignant moment in the brothers' royal feud.
My father and my brother, they are trapped. They don't get to leave. And I have huge compassion for that.
As for William, royal correspondent Katie Nicholl said during an interview on Entertainment Tonight that the prince was left devastated.
Have you spoken to your brother since the interview?
No, I haven't spoken yet, but I will do.
And can you just let me know, is the royal family a racist family, sir?
We're very much not racist.
The brothers were able to put their differences aside when they attended their grandfather Prince Philip's funeral. Momentarily though, because in January 2022, news emerged that Harry was planning a memoir.
There is no escaping his truth, and no matter how cynical you might be, it is a story that will sell.
Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
The death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth saw the princes setting their differences aside after it was alleged William had reached out to his brother. But many royalists debated whether behind closed doors there still very much was an underlying tension among them. One insider claimed that there's strife between Harry and the royal family for announcing the Queen's passing before he arrived at Balmoral.
Bye everyone, thank you so much.
A few months later, Harry and William's relationship took a further nosedive after the trailer, or shall we say several, for the Sussexes' Netflix docuseries were released.
They were happy to lie to protect my brother. They were never willing to tell the truth to protect us.
Some of the biggest revelations include Harry accusing William of shouting at him when it came to the couple's decision to step away from their royal duties, briefing the press against them, and implying William and Kate were jealous of Meghan. Not to mention that text.
Wow. He's just going to text. He's just going to text his brother.
Then Prince Harry's memoir Spare dropped, where he accused William of physically attacking him during a fight about Meghan Markle.
Your Royal Highness, have you had a chance to read your brother's book at all? Have you had a chance to read your brother's book at all, Your Royal Highness?
Fast forward to today, and it seems that William and Harry are still at odds, with neither of them speaking to each other, and one source claiming that William is just trying to move on with his life.
I don't think that we can ever have peace with my family unless the truth is out there.
The question now is, will Harry join his brother in attending his father's coronation in May? If the prince's rocky relationship has taught us anything, it's that a lot can happen between now and then.